So this is going to be episode 1, and I think it's most fitting that the first person I interview is my son. He's 5 years old, and I'm going to pick his brain a little bit. So this is episode 1 of Dad's Not Duds.
Can I do videos? Can I make a video with you?
Come here. All right. Let's say, what do you think is your favorite thing to do with me?
My favorite thing to do with my dad is wrestling with him.
Is what?
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Okay. What is your least favorite thing that I do?
Work.
Work. Okay. What is something that you wish I would do more?
Play with me.
I'm going to play with you more. Okay. What is your best memory with just me and you?
Going places
Going places?
that are fun.
Mm-hmm. What do you think I could do better?
Run.
You think I could run better?
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. If you could choose one thing I would never do again, what would you choose?
Travel.
Travel? You don't want me to travel ever again?
No.
All right.
Like, go to police stoppers. Like, go work at a police station or something.
You don't ever want me to do that again? Why not?
Because I want you to stay home.
Okay. Why?
Because I want to come in here and do stuff with you.
That's fair.
Work out or something.
You like to work out?
So let's break this down for just a second, because there's some important pieces in this. This entire video is really cool, just to ask questions of your kids and figure out, okay, where are my gaps in their brains, and how does that relate to what I think I'm doing, and where my gaps are in my brain, because there's going to be some differences there. I know for me that's for sure. My son is a very smart little 5-year-old, as everybody would say, but it's pretty cool to know what's important to him, because the wrestling is something he asks for every single day. Loves to wrestle. I give him some pretty free range though. Like, it's punches being thrown, kicks, like there's been blood, but that's a way for me to show him toughness, right? It doesn't hurt when he punches me, but when I hit him sometimes it may hurt a little bit, but in his brain, he's punching me with everything he has. And you take it and you move on, and it's showing, okay, just because I'm hit doesn't mean I'm hurt. And I think it's translated into other areas of his life too, because there are often times where he'll fall down and he's like, oh, that hurt, but I'm okay. And he's starting to learn that pain is fine. You just get through it. And that may not be right for everybody, right? It may not be right for everybody's kid. It may not be right for you as a parent. I'm not giving you parenting advice, but it works for us. And we're going to keep doing that because he loves it. The other side of that is he said a few interesting things for me that are quite humbling. One, he says, what do you wish I would do less? And he said, work. I'm coming off a super busy season of work where I was working 6 days a week for multiple months, long hours in the day. Not super normal, but it's cyclical in my industry, and you have to do that. So I didn't get as much time to dedicate to them in my free time than what I would have. And that obviously is showing, because now he's saying, like, oh, I don't want you to work as much. And then the other side of that is My wife travels for work. I do not. I work from home. So when he says, I don't ever want you to travel again, okay, he's not talking about me. He's talking about mom. And so it's pretty interesting to see that those are the things that are important to him. He wants to be home, he wants to be close to us. The other part of that is I had a very short stint in law enforcement. He was young. I started that when he was just born, and then it was about 3 years, and I was done. Don't get me wrong; that's a fantastic career. I miss parts of that, but I was not the greatest cop. I'm not super black and white. There's a lot of gray to me, and yeah, it just I'm a better talker than I am criminal justice type guy. So that didn't, it's something I got out of very quickly because I realized that. And so he remembers that because he said that I don't ever want you to go and be he said police station, but I don't ever want you to go to the police station again. He doesn't mean like I've been arrested. Like he means I don't want you to go to work anymore. I want you to be here because now he is used to me working from home all the time, and I'm here when he leaves for school. I'm here when he gets back from school. And I think that's pretty telling because he knows where dad is. Um, Not everybody can do that, obviously. I have a ton of friends that are in law enforcement still, and they're just so good. Some folks are called for different industries that need them. I'm not saying that's a bad thing by any means, but what I'm saying is your kids notice things. Your kids, they're thinking things that you may not notice. Um, and one thing I thought was like super humbling was he said, what do you want daddy to do more of? Play with me. Like I already play with you a ton. So, but not in his brain. In his brain, he thinks, "Oh, I want you to play with me more." That's a big difference than where it is in my brain, and I think that's the bigger start to tells of okay, here's what he thinks versus what I think, and where can I fill in that gap? I'm excited to do this with my 7-year-old daughter. She's obviously a bit older. She's a bit more thought out now, just from age. But I'm super excited to sit her down, get her on a microphone, and start to pick her brain with some of these questions because I do think there's some major gaps in what she thinks versus what I think. Um, so this is going to be fun. If you're anybody out there who has kids, do this. Just ask them a bunch of questions about their favorites and what they like and don't like, and but about you specifically. And it's pretty cool to watch them open up and tell you things that you may not know. Um, Interview your kids. It's fun.